When you think about it, regardless of me being how old I am, this guy only has 10 fights.
Yeah.
He only has 10 fights. If I can just fight a little bit with my experience, he only has 10 fights. Okay?
Challenge on. Why are you doing it?
Because I can, and I'm going to be successful doing it. And it's easy.
I just want to make it clear that Mike Tyson was the one who wanted it to be a pro fight. I said to Nikisa, if that's what Mike wants, then that's fine. But make sure you tell Mike that there's no...
When you think about regardless me being how old I am, this guy only has 10 fights. Yeah, he only has 10 fights. If I can get fight a little bit with my experience, he only has 10 fights. Okay, the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul is coming up fast, and let's just say things are heating up. Tyson isn't holding back when it comes to his words. He's already delivered some spine-chilling messages to Jake Paul telling him things won't be good for him once he puts on the gloves. Challenge on. Why are you doing it? Because I can, and I'm going to be successful doing it, and it's easy. Tyson 58 has made it clear that he's here to fight, and age isn't holding him back. In fact, Tyson seems ready to give Paul the scare of his life. I just want to make it clear that Mike Tyson was the one who wanted it to be a pro fight. I said to Nikisa, if that's what Mike wants, then that's fine. But make sure you tell Mike that there's no holding back. Whatever happens, happens. And in one of their latest exchanges, Tyson didn't sugarcoat his opinion of Jake. He still sees Paul as nothing more than another young challenger with a big mouth. He's just another guy talking. Tyson said during a recent interview, people like him come and go. I've seen hundreds of fighters like him in my career. They talk, they hype themselves up, but they don't last when it's real. I really like Jake a lot, but once he's in that ring, he has to fight like his life is dependent on it, 'cause it will be for Tyson. It's not just about the fight, it's about showing Paul and the world the difference between fame and skill. He's not impressed by Paul's flashy knockouts or the social media hype that surrounds him. In fact, Tyson called Paul's rise a product of social media rather than actual fighting ability, and to Tyson, he is not letting a social media star add stain to his legacy. Let's go through the scenario here. Jake, so you knock him out. Horrible dude. What the __. You just beat up an old man, you get knocked out. They told you this guy's a joke. You got beat up by a 58-year-old. Well, Paul on the other hand is still expressing his confidence, saying that it's only less than 10 days till Mike faces his wrath. He can say what he wants, but I'm coming for him. Paul told reporters, let him think I'm just a talker. He won't be saying that after the first round. My life is not going to change, not 1%. After this fight I'm going always be able to live this way in, and I'm just doing it because I want to test myself. Jake Paul isn't shy when it comes to his confidence. When asked about Tyson's reputation and his killer instinct, Paul laughed it off, saying, look, he's a legend, sure, but he's too old. I'm faster, I'm stronger, and I'm smarter. I'm going to make him regret stepping back into the ring. I believe that there's a lot of people who see me as an arrogant, which I can be sometimes, but I'm just having fun and entertaining the world, and I do think that the older generation wants people to see Mike knock me out, but at the end of the day I also have the kids, the middle schoolers, the high schoolers, the college students. Ruining the boxing icon who has made it clear he takes training very seriously laughed off Paul's claims of youth and speed. Age doesn't matter in the ring. Tyson responded, this is about experience, about knowing how to hurt someone. I'm not stepping back, I'm stepping forward. I don't think I'll be smoking for this fight, and I think I'm going to be really rabble and nasty. This guy's going to come, he's going to try to hurt me, he's going to be greatly mistaken. Tyson's focus, however, isn't just on winning. There's a sense that he's motivated by a desire to show Paul and perhaps a newer generation of boxing fans the raw physical and mental toughness required to survive in the ring. For Tyson, this isn't just a match, it's a battle to remind everyone of what true boxing is about. Oh man, I'm excited, I can't wait to watch it. I'm going straight through. He won't have to wait, he don't have to find me all running. I'm going to do is right at him. He ain't got to worry about fighting me. But if Jake Paul is feeling any intimidation from Tyson's threats, he is not showing it. Known for his relentless confidence, Paul has made it clear that nothing Mike Tyson says is getting in his head. Rather than back down, he has brushed everything off, maintaining the bravado that has become his trademark. For Paul, facing Tyson is just another opportunity to make headlines, and his self-assurance has become a driving force for his supporters. He even made comments hinting that Tyson's best days are behind him, calling him washed up. This confidence has split fans into two camps, those who admire Paul's audacity and those who feel he may be in way over his head. Maury, music. Paul's words however haven't rattled Tyson, rather they seem to have fueled the legendary boxer's resolve even more. In response to Paul's dismissal of his abilities, Tyson is all but guaranteed that he will show Paul what true fighting skill looks like. While Paul has youth and speed, Tyson's experience and hard-earned wisdom have remained potent weapons. Tyson's focus on showcasing his remaining strength and skill has his longtime fans feeling that this fight will be one of his most powerful performances in years. Music. Leading up to the fight, Tyson has issued a direct challenge to Paul. He's made it clear he doesn't want Paul to play a defensive game or rely on quick footwork to evade him in the ring. Tyson wants a real fight face-to-face where they trade punches without hesitation. For Tyson, anything less would be a disappointment, and he's hinted that he doesn't believe Paul has the guts to engage him fully. This challenge has stoked even more excitement among Tyson supporters, many of whom see it as proof of their champion's commitment to the fight. Being good. Shap, your health depends on it. You're the one that wanted to eat 2-minute rounds. You want to make it 10 threes. Don't talk to me about Shap, don't talk to me about SHSH. You want 10 threes, okay, you want 10 threes. Be careful. On Paul's end, the challenge was met with his characteristic swagger. Instead of agreeing to Tyson's terms, Paul insisted he would fight on his own terms, unconcerned by Tyson's demands. He dismissed Tyson's challenge as an attempt to intimidate him, something he claimed would not work. Still, Tyson's fans argue that this reluctance to fight Tyson head-on indicates that Paul knows he's outmatched in power and experience. While Paul's confidence fuels his younger fans, it leaves others questioning whether he fully understands the kind of fight Tyson is expecting. Music. Don't charge at me, Tyson. With the fight just days away, Tyson issued one last statement about Paul's seemingly unbreakable ego, suggesting it would ultimately be his downfall. There was a sense of finality in his words, a confidence that speaks to his years of mastery in the ring. Tyson's fans have taken this as a guarantee that Paul, despite his bravado, is in for a rough night. Tyson's goal isn't just to win, but to prove that boxing isn't a game to be conquered through self-assurance alone. Your brother's too strong, bro. He's too strong, right? Yeah, and he's like really actually super strong. Like, he doesn't look like it. He maybe does look like it a little bit, but like the weight he pushes in the gym is impressive. Last night, Paul, on the other hand, continues to push his narrative that Tyson's age and past victories don't equate to an advantage in the ring. Now he insists that his youth, speed and strength are enough to overwhelm Tyson, despite what he calls Tyson's outdated style. This determination has driven Paul's followers to believe that the young star might actually be able to pull off an upset against the seasoned fighter. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, that's the one. However, even Jake Paul's coach doesn't believe he can take down Mike Tyson. Jake Paul's longtime coach Jalen Love couldn't contain his laughter when the YouTuber asked him a question that seemed outlandish, even to his own team. Do you think I could beat Mike Tyson? The reaction was immediate and unfiltered. Love burst into laughter, his face filled with disbelief, and replied with a blunt no. For Love, who has spent years training Paul and knows his capabilities, the idea of Paul stepping into the ring against a former heavyweight champion like Tyson was almost comical, against a guy that not as good as boxer as he is. And Mike Tyson knows how to throw a good punch, he knows how to break you down, so I'm more concerned about the other guy. When Paul pressed further, asking like not even a year from now, Love's response became more serious but no less dismissive. With his years of experience both in the ring and as a coach, Love highlighted the sheer skill gap that exists between the two. Mike Tyson just got, he knows how to do it, bro. That's just like he trailed off his point. Clear, Tyson and skills are on a different level and no amount of training could bridge that gap. Within a year, Paul's coach was being brutally honest, acknowledging that Tyson's boxing instinct, strength and experience are incomparable to what Paul brings to the ring. People who are out there saying we think Mike's too old for this fight, tell them what you think about that. If you think I'm too old for this fight, you need to come tell me in my faith. Whoa, I love. Yet Paul didn't let his coach's reaction deter him. In typical Jake Paul fashion, he took it lightly. Muse about the spectacle a match with Tyson would create. Tyson is a dog, he admitted, acknowledging the fighter's legendary status. I was just thinking Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, that would be hilarious for Paul. The idea of fighting Tyson isn't just about winning or losing, it's about the drama, the spectacle and the sheer entertainment value. Even with his own coach laughing off the idea, Paul saw the potential headlines, the crowds and the social media frenzy that a fight with Tyson would spark. Oh, Jake did